Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, they're listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey, why don't you join? Yeah. Steve Harvey, come on, y'all. Better give me some eggs. Steve Harvey, yeah. Join me. Come with me, help me say. You gotta. Turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. You know y'all can get it on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Turn them out. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. Man. One more time. Steve Harvey got a radio show. Yeah, I do, man. I thank God for it every day. You know, my message this morning, man, is real clear. It's something that's been on me to share. And it's amazing, you know. God can do some amazing things for you. But what happens along the way is, and I don't know that I mean to say but the fact that God can do some amazing things for you, there comes adversity along with it. Every single time. It just goes without saying. And I was having a fairly, not fairly, but a hugely successful week. I had never seen this type of hatred before. I hadn't seen it. And it's a great trick that the devil does, you know, when God is blessing you and giving you some great opportunities in your life, as all of you have gone through. And isn't it amazing how some negative thing crops up, and that's what you have to focus on. I found out that I don't have to, but you wind up focusing on it, and your energy goes over to that to try to deal with it, counteract, wonder why it was happening. You got to make phone calls. What was this about? Blah, 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 blah. And it throws you off the course you were on. The beginning of the week, I was so grateful. I was so amazed. I was really thanking God for opportunity. For this brief moment, the enemy slides this little factor in there that causes you to, and it requires your attention. You have to pay it attention because you don't know. You're going, wow, man, let me see what this could really be. How much dirt is this really that they trying to do? And so it requires your attention. But in that attention, you lose your focus on really all the blessings and the good thing that God does for you. The enemy has an amazing trick that he does that. And it was in my head, I got to tell y'all, all week long, man. And I was doing some amazing stuff. I was having such a blessed week, man, in terms of press and PR and where God was taking me. And then when I got back, I was talking with my wife. And then I was talking to a good friend of ours. And they shared something that really helped me out. And they said to me, new level, new devil. And, it's something really simple. But new level, new devil. Every time you go to another level, every time you go a little bit higher, every time God has a blessing in store for you, every time he moves you in position, do you understand that the enemy's job is to make you not see the blessing, make you not be grateful for it, lose your focus and focus on this that I just threw in your way, this stumbling block, this obstacle, this trickery. And man, I just got to tell you, man, I mean, it was so filled with hatred that I really spent some time addressing it. I got publicists on the phone. I said, what's happening here? Y'all not watching this? Y'all not, what was this attack? You didn't know these angles? What was, and Steve, chill. New level, new devil. If you get a promotion on your job, guess what? Somebody ain't happy that you got the promotion. So here come the hate. You don't even really know these people. You have no idea. Every time you make a decision to make your relationship with your spouse better, man, this is it. You know what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to do this, man, so me and my girl can go on and have this, or me and my man can go on and have this. Watch what happens. Every single time. Here comes the new level, the new devil, the trick. You don't need to do that. What you doing that for her? She don't appreciate it. He ain't gonna appreciate it. Look over here, man. Look at that right there. Ain't he nothing? He didn't call you and he said he was going, all types of stuff. It just happens all the time. And I was sitting here talking with this friend, really good friend, very spiritual person. And they said, something, Steve, I was talking to Jesus and said, I was having this conversation with Christ. And I said, God, for real? You mean to tell me every time that something good happens to me, you mean every time I try to go to the next level, every time you put me on the next level, you mean to tell me that I got to go through this right here? Are you for real? And then my friend said, Jesus said to her, they did it to me. And we just fell out laughing. They did it to me. They did it to him. They did it to him. For him to go to the next level. And, I was just going over the whole story about the crucifixion and everything. That had to be amazing, man. Of all the hate he had endured, all the prosecuting he had endured, they thought ultimately what we'll do is we'll nail him on a cross and crucify him. And that'll be the end of him. And we'll put him in this tomb and we'll put this big stone up there and that'll be the end of him. But what they did not know was all you was doing was setting the tone for the next level, because eventually the stone got rolled away and he went and got placed with his father where he was headed to anyway. He ultimately knew that his ultimate goal was to get to his father. So when you thought you were doing what you were doing to him, and you put him in the tomb and you put the big stone up in there, and the stone got rolled away, and he went eventually to where he was trying to get to. That story is in place for all of us to remember that when we are going through some things, could it be because we are going to a place? It could be just a place in life. It could be just a different level in life. That's all it has to be. But there's going to be the adversarial challenges that come with it. And those are the moments we must expect and take them head on and still not lose your focus or appreciation for what God has done for you. So in light of all of that, I'm able to say today that I thank my Heavenly Father. I really do, for all the blessings he's bestowed upon me, and all of the haters and all of the liars and all of the backstabbers and all those people. When you get through lying, when you get through stabbing, when you get through gossiping and doing what you do, I'm still going to the next level. I'm still going. You cannot stop what God has in store for you. No one can stop that.
You're listening
to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. It is morning time. It is the beginning of a new day. It's a new opportunity, a great chance, a blessing to be here, yet alive again. I don't know about you, but I'm so glad about that, boy. Oh, man. Give it to me, God, because I sure appreciate it. This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Make no mistake about it. Shirley Strawberry.
It's Friday, Steve Harvey. Good morning.
Carla Farrell.
Never mad on a Friday. What's up, crew?
Junior.
Oxtail $7.99 a pound this weekend. Just going back.
Ooh, I can make some oxtail.
Man, yes.
Okay. J. Anthony Brown.
You know what, Steve? After putting in a full week of work, it's nothing like reaching a Friday.
Oh.
Thank you so much that we're here. We made it. Wow.
I love that.
When I grow up, I want to be.
That food was one day this week, today.
Wow.
King of Pranks.
Friday night, just got paid. Friday,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
Friday, you know, Friday is good, but Friday used to be kind of scary when you was in school. 'Cause that's when you get your ass whooped at 3 on Friday. You know, you can
Sure did.
you can get jumped
Sure
on
did.
Friday at school.
That didn't
Report
happen
cards
to me a
came
lot on
out.
Fridays.
Friday.
You got your ass whooped on Mondays, Steve? When you got your ass whooped?
Well, you know, I got in the lights on a lot of fights on Friday trying to help your little sorry ass. Every Friday, I got to go down here and help his ass.
It's all right.
That's what you were supposed to do. You were supposed
No,
to do
but
that.
it wasn't
Do
a
what
good
you're
look because I'm
supposed to.
10 years older than him. It ain't a good look. He on the playground. I'm over there. I'm 18 trying to slow this ass whooping down.
Why did they want to beat him up?
Back then, you could hit the 8-year-old boy. Hit him. And your nephew.
Well, I don't understand.
Supposed
Why?
to protect him.
Well, I'm
That's your
too
job.
old to be out there jumping on them kids.
Yeah.
You grown. You 18.
But I'm saying, why did they want to jump on Tommy, though?
Oh,
Yeah.
man, there he is right there.
Because he was clever. They hated clever kids. They didn't like
That's what it
Thank
was,
you,
Team
Jay.
Tommy.
clever.
Thank you, Jay.
Clever.
All I know, Shirley, is I was getting jumped on.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad Jay is here today, one of his work days.
What's the
to
difference
answer the
between
call.
jumped on and picked on? What is the difference between jumped on and
Jumped
picked
on is physical.
Jumped on is
Jumped
Yeah.
on is the
jumped
act.
on is 2 or 3 people hitting
Picked
you.
on his words. Jumped on his physicality.
Picked on is your mama.
Your mama jokes.
Yeah, the picked on is your mama jokes. Jumped on is 3
Can
or
you
4
get-
people.
Can you get picked on and jumped on at the same time?
Oh, hell yeah. At the
Well, the
same time.
picking on usually occurs before the jumping.
Yes, it's an order to it.
Yeah, that's the lead up. They don't jump on you then pick on you. They pick on you, and depending on how you're taking it, that turns into a whooping.
Oh, okay.
And I only got jumped on, Jay, after I said some stuff he told me to say.
Right.
Of course.
Thank you.
Man.
I told him to say it if he could back it up. I didn't tell him to go down there that day.
Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we'll hear from the nephew as he runs that prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time now to start your morning off with the nephew and run that prank back. What you got for us, Nev?
This right here is the Repo Man. The Repo Man. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello?
I'm trying to reach a please.
This him?
How are you? My name is Robert. I'm with the collection agency. You do own a Sierra 2003 GMC truck, am I correct?
Yep.
Okay, we don't show that we've had any payments within the last, I guess, about 3, close to 4 months now. And we want to try and stop having to come in and repossess it. Maybe we give you a chance to bring your payment in, but we haven't had a payment from you in about 4 months, sir.
No, I just want to pay my truck note. I had changed some financial. I'm with the other bank. I don't remember them no more. Yeah, I've been paying all the time. They direct deposit from my account. I ain't worried about that.
Well, I'm with, they've turned you over to us. I'm with collection agency, and we haven't gotten anything from, I don't show any any paperwork here on the computer at all that we've had any payments made within the last 4 months. So that's why they.
No, I've been paying it. I don't know how they turned it over to y'all without my permission. They can't never turn my titles in my truck over to y'all and pay y'all. I don't even know y'all.
Well, I understand that, sir. What happens is if you haven't paid it in a certain amount of time, it actually comes over to the collection agency, and that's what they've done. They've actually sent it over to us. And they've given us pretty much all the information on you. I guess it's a goldish type of color Sierra 2003 GMC truck, from my understanding. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's my truck.
Okay. Now, what I'm going to need from you today, Jeremy, is for you to come in and make a payment to us this evening for 4 months, so we can so we don't have to come in and repossess your truck. And I don't want to have to do that, but if I have to send a wrecker out there to you, I have your address on file as well. I don't want to have to send anybody out to pick it up.
Hey, hold on, partner. Slow down. Y'all not coming to get my truck, and I'm not paying y'all for no 4 months. I've been paying my truck no on time every month. That's a done deal.
Sir, I don't want to get in a back and forth with you, but I'm telling you exactly how it's going to go. Now, I'll come out there and repossess it myself, but I'm telling you.
Look, partner. Slow down. Look, that's not even where we gotta go with that. You don't need to be screaming and fussing and chaotic and come get it yourself and all that stuff. You ain't on my truck. That's gonna be that.
All right, wait, hang on. Let's back up, because I'm a man just like you're a man. What do you mean it's gonna be that? What are you saying? What are you saying to me, son? I'm
telling you, no, son. Look, I'm telling you that I pay my truck note, and that's a final. I don't know who you with.
Well, I've already stated to you before. I'm with agency, and let's get one thing straight. You don't tell me, I tell you. Now,
hey, dude, calm down. We're on the phone. It don't make no sense talking, over the phone or whatnot. You can come get the truck. My truck right here at work. I'm right here. You can come try to get my truck. You can come over here.
Sure, I'm already aware of where you work and the whole 9 yards. Now, I'm trying to be as cordial with you as I can. Now, you can.
You're not being cordial. You're talking about coming get my truck when I told you I'd be paying my. So, you should have dropped down and be like, all right, I'm going to check with somebody else and make sure I'm right. And then call me back.
I'm telling you, you haven't paid anything. That's what I'm telling you. I've got it listed on the computer. You've been turned over an agency, and you haven't done it. You haven't done a thing.
Well, you stupid. You wasting your breath screaming and hollering over the phone like that, because that ain't going to do me or you no good. Because you ain't getting no money from me, then you ain't coming my truck. Well, matter of fact, you could come on my truck. I'm going to be at my truck and I'm going to wait on you. What time you going to be there?
It doesn't make any difference, sir. You're going to get repossessed tonight. If I don't get 4 months payment, definitely. If I don't get 4 months payment brought into me, collection agency, your truck will be taken care of.
Hold on. Listen, man, hold on. If I get that with me, you kind of serious. Go with my truck. Hey, look, stop screaming at me over this phone, partner.
You quit cursing at me. That's what's wrong.
You, man. Man, you got me twisted. Look, my truck parked right outside. You can come over here and get it. I'll be sitting on there waiting for you.
Look, you know what? I'm at the point I don't give a about this job. I'm ready to come kick your. That's what I'm ready to do. Call him back, Cat.
Hello?
I don't need a little scared hanging up the phone. You stand here like a man and you handle your problems.
Hey, hold on. I'm at work. I can't be dealing with that. Man, I gotta go back to work, bro. You stop calling my phone.
I'm at work too, doing my job the same way you're doing yours.
Hey, well, make your money, do your job. Come get the truck.
I got one more thing I want to say to you before you go. Are you listening?
Man, I'm listening. What you said, partner?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by
out of here. No, you got all my teeth trembling in. Man.
You all right, man?
No, I'm not all right. I'm on top of this roof, man. I'm talking to my coworker. I'm upset. Yeah, you got me about to jump on this roof trying to get to my truck.
She told me, man. She said that boy loved that truck.
Yeah, that's my truck, man. That's my only transportation, man. That's too much for the work.
Hey, man.
Oh, man, you got my computer. Yeah, you got it, bro. You got it pretty good.
Hey, I gotta ask you, man. Tell me, brother, what is the baddest? I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land.
Oh, no doubt. Steve Harvey Morning Show.
That's too much.
There you have it. The repo, man. Anybody been repoed on the show? Who been repoed?
No, Tom.
You never been repoed, too?
No, man, I ain't never been repoed.
Carl, you been repoed?
when I was a little girl, our car got repoed, and my daddy told me that it got stolen, and my mama said, "Who told you that?"
Golly.
I was real little.
Said you been repossessed?
Yeah.
So it sound like, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's go ahead and ask you know who.
You already know good and hell well. Took a long time, though. I drove a car for 3 years without making a payment on it.
3 years?
Hell
How'd you do that? How did you hide it?
My own ex-wife sit up here and got a hold to it and used it and parked it somewhere. I told her ass not to park it.
But you didn't tell her why, did you?
Yeah, she knew why. Hell.
Oh, she did?
Oh, we in this together.
Told you when to park the car before you go back to the house.
I didn't feel like parking way down there.
I didn't feel like that. I drove to the house. Well, not a car gone.
Thank you, nephew. Coming up next, Ask the CLO, our Chief Love Officer.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, it is time now for Ask the CLO, Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey at your service. This one is from Ashland in Tennessee. Ashland says, I've been married for 6 years to a cheater, and we have not had sex in a year. He confided in our next door neighbor, who happens to be young and single. My neighbor saw my husband leave one morning, and he came over and lectured me on saving my marriage. I got emotional, and he came close to comfort me, and I could feel him through his pants. He said he would be happy to comfort me if I ever needed it. It scared me half to death. But how can I stop staring at his house? Should I go next door and relieve a little stress with this fine young man?
Who's that peeping in the window?
Well. Look what done happened here. Well, ma'am, can I have a real honest and frank answer for this lady?
Yeah. Tell Ashland.
Ashland, you've been married 6 years to a cheater. Now, did she say she confided in the young man?
No, her husband did.
Her husband. Now, her husband went over there and told this little dude what he up to and what he doing. Little dude then took this information like, oh, okay. Like, he don't really care for your husband no how.
Obviously.
Apparently, evidently.
I think that's clear.
So now he just slid all over to comfort you up against you. Now you looking out the window, you can't take your eyes off his house. But it ain't really the house though.
What is it, Steve?
It's one of the tenants. And it's the tenant that stay on the neighbor that's got you the most concerned. Look, if you went over there to get some comfort, you would be wrong for doing that because that is wrong.
Yeah.
And two wrongs don't make a right. But with that said, if the situation were the other way around, I promise you, your cheating husband would be over there getting comforted like he is anyway, somewhere. So now if you went over there for some comfort.
Come on now. Bring it home.
Ain't nobody got to know.
There we go. There we go.
Are you encouraging her?
Yeah.
I was just, this is just a fact.
All right, we got to move on.
Tommy.
Mackay in Duval County.
She's sitting over there staring at that damn door, the back.
We're moving on. Mackay in Duval County says,
look at his gutters.
my boyfriend and I dated for a long time, but we broke up and we'll never get back together. So I went out with his friend and we clicked. My ex-boyfriend found out and he's having a hard time dealing with it. He's tried to jump on his friend and he's been calling me all kinds of names. We're all single and I can date whoever I want. I wouldn't have a problem if he dated a friend of mine. I don't want him anymore. Why is he tripping?
Wow.
Why is he tripping?
Is he tripping?
Cause of two things. One, he tripping with his boy because you supposed to be my boy. But which proves they ain't really as close or the boy he thought he was.
Right.
Secondly, he tripping with you because how could you? Because you knew this is supposed to be my boy. So what I think is, I think your little boyfriend been delusional for quite some time. He think his boy is his boy that really ain't his boy, and he still think you his woman.
She said they will never, ever get back together.
Your ex-boyfriend is living a life with a lot of delusion because he thought his boy was really his boy, but he ain't his boy, and he think you still his woman. So now he done tried to jump on the boy, and now he mad at you. But now you lied, talking about, did a lie you told. You wouldn't be mad if he dated one of your girlfriends. That's a damn lie. And you and I and everybody listening know that's a lie.
Well, maybe that's what her ex should do.
Ooh.
Well, don't nobody want him.
She said they're never getting back together. She does not want him.
Ever.
Anymore. She said anymore.
All right, Edna, we're moving on. Edna in Kentucky says, I'm in my mid-60s. Edna, Steve. Marinate on that for a
She didn't
minute.
even have to give her age. That
I'm
name.
in my mid-60s, and I started driving for a rideshare company recently. I picked up an older black male from an upscale neighborhood, and he said he had to pick a friend up. I went to pick up a beautiful younger black woman. They started to kiss and undress in the back of my SUV. He instructed me to get on the interstate and ride until they finished their business on the back seat. He paid me $300 cash for the ride, and I asked if I would like to be his personal driver. Is this too risky, or should I do it? What?
That's how you
Uber. That's how you Uber.
Yeah, become his personal driver. What is you talking about? And quit writing in about it.
Yeah,
Edna.
Everybody
So you
gets
mess
busted.
your money up with your little old tail. Stop all this. What is you writing us for?
Drive.
Be the personal driver. Drive and shut your damn mouth. Personal driver. You ride share personal driver. Ride share chauffeur. Ride share drive the rich dude. Girl, quit writing us.
Edna, get your money.
Yeah.
So-
and try not to look back there.
In the rearview mirror.
Try.
Get your $300 and keep your eyes on the road, Edna.
That's all you need is maps and driving. That's all you need.
GPS, huh?
GPS, baby. That's right. Wow.
Nice Uber right there, baby.
Man, $300?
Personal driver.
Girl.
So is he married, Steve? Or is she married? Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It don't matter. That ain't our business, Shirley.
I'm asking. We don't know them.
Yeah. Oh, he married. Why he in that car?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Thank you, CLO.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, time to have some more fun with you with another edition of Ask Steve. You ready?
I'm absolutely ready. Are these the rapid fire questions again? Or?
Yeah.
A little mixture.
Yeah, a little mixture, yeah. Just don't take, all day to answer one
Shirley?
question, please. Because we're trying to get as many questions
Telling you
in.
that every time we do this.
As many questions in as possible,
man.
Steve. That's all, honey. I love you.
Like my mama used to say, hurry up and answer.
Yeah. All right, here we go. All right, springtime, second day of spring. It's all good. What is your springtime clothing fetish, Steve?
White pants. Gots to have me some damn white pants.
Yes, love it, love it, love it.
Boy, I don't know what it is. I love wearing white pants,
too.
man. White pants, cream pants, light tone pants. But boy, that new designer with Louis Vuitton
Oh, yeah.
came out with these jeans. Boy,
They got a white pair too?
boy,
You ready?
damn near cried. I done bought 5 pair of jeans already.
Wow.
Yeah, and ain't none of them blue.
Yeah. And
Hello.
And you don't
All
even
white.
wear jeans that much.
Nah, they ain't white. Just 1 pair of white ones.
All right.
Green tie-dye pair, a blue floral pair, 1 stone wash pair.
All right. You better wear them to work. That's all I got to say.
No, you bet I will. As soon as I get the bottom here.
All right. Next question, Carla.
All right, finish this statement, Steve. Spring is finally here, and I'm going to
get naked.
Come on, boy.
Said
Now,
that
you
from
done
the
made
bottom
me
of your
proud
heart.
now, boy.
Every last word of that.
Come on here, man.
Boy,
Shit.
What's
that even mean?
I'm finna get naked.
What that got to do with spring?
I don't give a damn spring, winter, summer. I'm finna let them have it this year. The pimp is back. I'm flipping my wardrobe around. I've been tired of dressing for daytime television and talk shows, game shows. Them, I'm through.
Okay.
The pimp is back.
Okay. So that brings up this next question.
Come
Here we
on,
go.
Tommy.
If you were single now,
That's a big if.
That's a big if
So
now.
this is hypothetical.
This is just hypothetical.
All right, here we go. Now,
If you-
hold on. Let me clear my mind out now.
Okay.
Because I got to stop thinking marriage in heaven
Yeah.
for this answer here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I ain't considered marriage or heaven, I can answer this a little bit more freely. Come on.
All right. If you were single, who would you like to have a spring fling with?
That's a good one.
Ooh, that's a good question.
It can get him in
That's
trouble,
an
but it's
unfair
good.
question 'cause
Yeah.
that can get you in a lot of trouble. But, man.
But you're going to go on and answer it.
Because it's your job.
Yes.
How old am I, though, Tommy?
Ooh, man, let's make that thing right, grown, 40.
Ooh.
40.
Yeah.
Oh, they leave the door wide open. I'm all back down in the 20s.
Help him, Tommy. Help him.
40 down in them 20s. I'd probably be dating about 4 of them girls on Instagram.
Off the top.
Up the
I
IG.
don't even know their names. Yeah. I have 4 of them little girls off Instagram. Ain't got no.
Barbie _48.
Yeah, all that, stuff like that.
Really?
You got 4 of them.
Okay,
All right,
you
come on,
answered.
Junior.
Okay, move
All
on.
right, Uncle, let's switch it up, then. I know that's we got that. But let's switch it up. What makes you both happy and sad at the same time?
Say it again.
What makes you both happy and sad?
At the same time,
Yeah, that's it.
sex.
Sad
Who would
about
be in
it.
that boy?
It makes me happy
Why
and
would you
sad
get
at the
sad?
same time.
Boy,
Happy when I'm doing it, sad when it's over.
Boy, think just like me.
As soon as you through.
Oh, damn.
It's got to be over at some point.
Yeah,
though.
well, they ever good when it ends for me.
I like that answer. That's good. That's funny.
All right, Steve, here's another one. What's the stupid, you've done something really stupid and hurt yourself. What was that? How did you?
Something I
Yeah,
did.
like a stupid, dumb thing you did and you wound up hurting yourself. And dang it, you hurt yourself.
I tell you what, when I was a kid, I was riding a bike down the street one time, and this girl was on the porch named Michelle.
Okay.
And you know how you ride with no hands?
Oh, yeah.
And I was riding down the street with no hands, and she looking at me.
Trying to show
So I
off.
tried to look at her and just look at her like, yeah, I see you looking at me.
Yeah.
And it was a station wagon. It was parked, and my bike had drifted over. And the bike slammed into the back of the station wagon. The rear window on the station wagon was down. My ass flew all the way up to the second seat. When I sat up, my ass was damn near dry. I shot through that window, skint the top of my head. I had a low haircut anyway back then, and tore my knees up on the thing. I was bleeding on head and both legs when I sat up in that car.
Wow.
That is crazy.
That was a pretty bad one for me right
Trying
there.
to show off for her, huh? All right, Carla.
What is the worst food and drink combination that you can think of?
That I've ever had.
Yeah. Well, that too. Food.
I had a Mr. Hero sandwich one time in Cleveland.
Okay.
Extra onions. Some of the meat on the sandwich I had was tainted.
Oh.
And I had a large grape soda. I ate that whole 12-inch hoagie and that whole can of Fanta grape soda. That was about 10 o'clock at night.
That was good eating
At
back then.
2:30, I was trying to make it downstairs to that bathroom.
Get rid of that hoe.
I threw up purple sandwich meat all down the damn hallway. That's the worst eating combination I've ever had.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
I'll never forget that Mr. Hero sandwich with that purple Fanta grape soda.
All right, thank you, Steve. That's all for Ask Steve.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, he's here. Please introduce J. Anthony Brown to
J. Anthony Brown.
Come on, Jay.
In keeping with the vein of Easter, why not do an Easter song that's gonna say it all? Cause it's the day we go crazy with what we have to wear. Hit it. Alright, fellas, I know it's Easter time. I know you're laying that stuff out on the bed. Standing back in the drawer saying to yourself, wait till they see me in this. Shoes down at the bottom, hat at the top of your suit. Got your shirt up under the suit. You ready? You gonna kill 'em. It's Easter Sunday. I can't believe those awful suits I see. The colors out on ya. Yellow, pinstripe, and Sprite can green, plus coyote gray. Yeah, get you the magic one. The bleeding jacket is way too long. All them damn bartend, you know you're wrong. Where you get that plaid coat from? You got on orange socks, but your suit is plum. Why'd you leave the house that way in that ugly Easter suit? You must be blind and out your mind. I didn't know CeeLo had a store. Where'd you get that ugly suit? Send those pictures to me real soon. Why'd you leave the house that way in that ugly Easter suit? You must be blind and out your mind. I didn't know CeeLo had a store. Where'd you get that ugly suit? Damn, that suit is hurting my eyes. You will see it, boy. You will see it each time.
House today in that
Ugly Easter suit. And you know they're in the mirror going, huh?
laid that out the night before.
And to kill him.
This gonna hurt him on Easter.
Boy, I remember one year, man, I got me a white suit. My mama told me, boy, I don't want you to get no white suit. I had paper out. I'm getting a white suit. White suit, I only had one pair of shoes. They was black. So I wanted a black shirt. Couldn't find a black shirt. Bought a white shirt and a box of Rit dye.
Tried to dye
And
it.
dyed it. I dyed the shirt. In church, got hot. The dye bleeding out the shirt into the suit.
What? Your mother told you.
She told you.
I'm sitting up in here, man, with this cheap ass shirt I got on. It's sweating. It's leaking. The dye is leaking onto the suit. Man,
crazy.
I was so hurt. Now my suit got these gray blotches on it.
Oh, man.
And you know, this is way before camouflage. You know. I could not play at all.
It's all going down Easter. You're absolutely right, man.
All right, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, everybody knows that Easter is on Sunday, which means it's time for the kids to give their Easter speeches. Here's some examples, for when Easter speeches go badly, okay? Today, we'll have speeches by Little J, Little Junior, Little Tommy over there, and look at him over there. Hi, Little Stevie. All right, this first speech will be by Little J.
Okay. Easter is more than just bunnies. Okay, Easter is more than just bunnies and candy. Uh-oh, I got boo-boo.
Okay, that didn't go well. Okay, now it's time for Little Junior. Little Junior?
He is not here. He has risen, just as he said. Hey, Daddy. Bobby, there's my other brother and sister that Daddy told me not to tell you about. Hey, y'all.
There's a lot going on besides the fact that he has asthma. Okay, we need to have a speech by Little Tommy now. Come on up, Little Tommy.
Here come Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail. Hey, there go Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson come over the house every day after Daddy go to work. Hey, Mr. Johnson. Oh, Mr. Johnson. He's not waving.
Oh, God. Okay, everyone calm down. Now it's time for Little Steve. Come on up, Little Steve. Oh, jeez.
The many years ago on the cross he died.
Yes.
Hey, Daddy, that's your boss. The one you call the big, fat, stupid bastard.
All right. Okay. Okay. Quiet, everyone. Let's get back to Little J. Come on, Little J. Your turn.
Okay. He died, but on the seventh day he rose. Hey, that's the guy that gives Daddy them little packs of sugar.
That's the dope selling dope.
Yeah. What in the world?
Them little tiny packs that Daddy put in his pocket.
Okay. Moving.
That's the guy. Hey.
Okay. Moving right along with our Easter program. It's time once again for Little Junior. Little Junior.
Hurry up. He gave his life for us that we could be. Hey, that's the lady that comes out of the building that has dancers on it. And Daddy always give her money and says, "This is for the baby." Hey, lady.
Can we ever get through this? Little Tommy, you have your speech ready now? Your second part?
2, 3. Tall ears, twinkly nose, tiny tail. Hey, Mommy and Dad, that's the lady that's got a little boy that look just like me and Daddy. Just like that. Hey.
We'll end it right here with Little Stevie, okay?
Well, we sure ain't gonna end it with this one, cause Easter is a day for dressing up. Hey, Dad, that go the man to give me $5 to stay downstairs to play video games. Hey, Mr. Carter, thanks for the money. They run out here for another $5 next Friday.
Okay.
Daddy, you don't know him. That's Mr. Carter.
And that concludes...
Daddy, why are you choking Mr. Carter?
Happy Easter!
Yes, that concludes our Easter program for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, everyone. Come on, boys.
My mama fainted.
All right, up next, guys, Tommy's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. The subject, she gave me more than I bargained for. Let me just say right off the dribble, this is not what you think, okay, at all. We'll get into that in just a bit. But right now, the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Nev?
Well, a lot of people don't like to talk about it, but I'm going to bring it up. Divorce papers. Divorce.
Wow. You're right about that.
Okay, some people get served. It happens so many different ways. Let's go, Cat Dog.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
I am trying to reach a Jones, please. My name is Attorney Guidry from the law firm. Is she available?
Yeah, this is she.
How you doing, ma'am? I'm actually trying to get some business rectified. Dealing with your divorce that took place, I guess, over the last 7 whole years. Am I correct?
Correct.
I got some file up with your paperwork here. Now, you guys had some property that you owned together, I believe, in Avondale. Am I correct?
Correct.
I'm looking at your paperwork here, Miss
Jones. still a Jones.
Okay. Now we're getting down to the property, and that seems to be where the problem lies. Is in Avondale, you guys had some property, and you sold it as you both went and split your ways.
Right.
Looking at the paperwork that I have here, it seems like it was filled out incorrectly. I don't know how 7 years has passed for this to come back and fall on my desk to be to get rectified, but whatever the dividends were that you guys took and shared, that you're now looking as if you're owing Mr. Jones an additional $18,000.
What? How is that?
Ma'am, I don't know. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I wanted to bring this information to you and see how we can get it rectified. I'm not looking for you to have that much money available at today, but I do know as an attorney for Mr. Jones, I must say that we're trying to get it taken care of as soon as possible.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, let's back this up. How do I owe him $18,000? For what reason?
Well, the paperwork here, ma'am, seems to be.
Yeah, what the paperwork say?
It wasn't supposed to be 50% between you all. It should have been 75-25, and he being 75% of the property owed to him and 25%.
Oh no, I don't know how. What you know, Louisiana is a community property. So how could he get 75% and I get 25?
From my understanding, that he paid most of the bills when you guys were living together, and
that don't have anything to do with that. No, he didn't pay most of the bills. I worked and contributed too.
Right, and I understand that. But from what I have here on the paperwork, and I understand that you had some contribution to it, but it just seems like you did not contribute as much as he did. And
yes, indeed, I never heard no like this.
I do apologize, ma'am, but what I do need you to do is definitely not use that type of language while I'm on the phone, okay?
Well, look, I don't really have to talk to you because I don't owe no Jones no $18,000, and he didn't overpay me because it was community property. I had 2 children for him. I left with none. He had everything, and there's no way I'm going to pay him no $18,000.
Ma'am, I hate to get a little abrupt with you, but you are going to pay this $18,000. Now, that's going to happen. Now, if I have to garnish your check and do it, then that's the way it'll have to be done. But the money will be coming to Mr. Kirk Jones in the sum of $18,000. Call her back, Cat.
Yeah.
Look, don't you hang up on me again. Now, if I have to put a lien on your property or put a lien on your ass, which one do you want?
Look, and you don't talk to me like that.
I talk to you any way I want to.
I don't know what you talked about because once I went to court, all that was over with.
You're going to pay $18,000. That's what you're going to do.
Uh-huh.
Now, I don't want to have to come to your house, ma'am, to pick up this money, but I will.
I'm not working. I want to know how do I have to pay him $18,000.
See, you're not working. That's our problem from the start. That's why it wasn't 50-50. That's why it was 75-25, because you were not holding up your...
baby, I work all through the year. I've stayed with that man 26 years, and I worked.
Well, what is your butt doing now?
Nothing.
Well, there we go. That seems to be the root of our problem, isn't it?
No, it ain't the root of no problem because I want to know how did Kirk could get 18%. And Louisiana is a community property. He had his lawyer there and I had my lawyer. He agreed to it and that was that. So I don't know how I owe him $18,000.
Ma'am, that's the way the problem was. Evidently, you didn't read the paperwork that you signed when you and Kirk separated 7 years ago. Now, if you didn't read your paperwork correctly, this is why it comes back to bite you in your butt.
Oh, no, it's not, because I had a lawyer, and he had his lawyer. We agree with everything, was back and forward, and we agree with everything. He signed the paper, and that was that.
Well, maybe you didn't have a lawyer that was worth a damn who didn't read the bottom of the paperwork himself.
And I had a lawyer and thought I had a good lawyer.
That, and I understand that, ma'am, and that happens a lot of time.
I can't believe that. And I had 2 children struggle with him, and we got what we got by both of us work, and he gonna come back and oh no, I'm gonna fight this.
Well, when can we expect a payment starting to work on this $18,000?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'm going to have to get a date or something where I can start getting $500 from you per month or something like that.
Yes, indeed, $500 a month. I haven't worked. I was working. When you want to sit, I don't think I should have to tell you all this because I need to talk to me a lawyer because I'm not agreeing to anything because I don't think that it's not fair. I tell you, give me a deadline because I'm going to have to get me a lawyer.
Hasn't it? I'm trying to keep my composure. As an attorney, ma'am.
How do you have the right and I don't have no say-so over this?
Have you remarried?
No, I haven't.
Okay. You realize if I don't get the money, then I don't get paid.
Right.
Listen, I'm going to be down in your area probably on Wednesday. Do you think you and I can get together and probably talk about this? Because I want to help you as much as I can.
Yeah, because I don't think it's fair to me. Wednesday, where? I could be there.
Well, you think that maybe you and I can get together maybe and work something out?
Yeah, because I know I cannot afford to pay Jones no $1,800. He done took the house from me for little or nothing. And
I tell you what, I'll do this. I won't tell Mr. Jones anything, but only on one condition. That's me and you being able to work this thing out behind closed doors.
What you mean work it out?
I mean work it out.
What do you mean?
What do you think I mean?
I don't know. Tell me.
Well, maybe, like
I'm dumb.
Some relations or something.
Why would you want a relationship with me?
Not relationship.
You don't even know me.
Not relationship, but just, maybe kind of kick it.
Take care of you what way? I'm dumb. I don't know. I don't know nothing about life.
I think you know a whole lot about life.
No, I don't. But why is you messing with me?
I just want to see if we can maybe get together. I'll throw all this paperwork out and I'll let know it's not possible. But
I'm
if
not
you meet me Wednesday, I'll make this thing go away.
I don't believe this.
I'll tell you what else you ain't gonna believe.
What?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your sister Janice.
You no good. On the air, huh?
I got Janice on the phone. I got her grandbaby on the phone. You just got by the whole family.
Yeah, Janice, I'm gonna kick you.
Man.
Come on, baby.
That was not nice. she said, so I'm on the air, huh?
Yeah. I think we work this thing out between me and you.
What you mean, work it out?
I think you know what. Tell me what you mean. I'm done.
Carla, did you hear that New Orleans in her voice?
All day. Yes, I heard that accent.
The N.O., baby. I will be in Montgomery, Alabama. That would be March the 30th, Saturday night at the Montgomery Performing Arts Center. Tickets on sale right now to see Celebrity the Comedian, J.J. Williamson, and Earthquake shaking it up. Hosted by yours truly, Nephew Tommy. Tickets on sale right now.
All right, Nephew, thank you. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter. The subject is, she gave me more than I bargained for. That is the subject of the Strawberry Letter. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now.
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
Subject, she gave me more than I bargained for. Dear Stephen Shirley, I need your help on how to resolve a big mess with one of my girlfriends. I have a nonprofit organization for homeless women, and I provide clothing and toiletries for the ladies. I've been using part of my living room to sort donations. An old friend of mine recently lost weight and donated her old clothes to my organization. I went by her house to pick up the items, and I was happy to see that she had 2 big black garbage bags full of clothes. My trunk was already full, so she put the 2 bags on my back seat. As I drove home, I noticed something flying around the car. I pulled over to see what it was, and I was grossed out when I saw it was a big brown roach on my back seat. I didn't know how it got in there, but I live in a humid city, so it could have crawled in from the outside. I went on home and put both bags in my living room, and I opened the bags to peek inside, then got distracted by the phone ringing. I went back into my living room a few minutes later to find a roach crawling on the windowsill and another roach crawling on the mirror. I was so startled and grossed out, but I managed to get a cell phone video of the bugs. I called my husband at work, and he came straight home. He checked my car and found 2 small roaches in there. He called an exterminator to come immediately to spray the house and my car Be quiet, you guys. I called my girlfriend and told her I threw her clothes away because they were full of roaches. I asked her to reimburse us for the exterminator, and she told me to go to hell. I sent her the roach video, and she blocked my number. How can she act like this? Should we take her to court for the money? Really? To court? Come on now. I know you're mad and grossed out and everything, and I definitely would be too, because ew. But stop, okay? She's not giving you anything back. You will not be reimbursed. You sound crazy and ungrateful to her. Why? Because people with roaches always act like it's no big deal. They always act like that. It's just a darn roach, okay? I can't for the life of me understand this logic, but it is what it is. I think maybe they see roaches so much that maybe they become immune to them, or, they're just part of the furniture, whatever. I don't know. So you're just going to have to take an L on this one and go on with your life, okay? Nothing is going to change. You're not going to resolve this issue with her. Be glad you could afford an exterminator so you wouldn't have to deal with as many roaches as she's dealing with in her house, okay? Like her. That's it. Nothing. Just move on. Nothing's going to happen. It's roaches, in her opinion, in her mind. Steve?
Should we take her to court for the money? Girl.
Stop.
Do you know how much you got? To go to court, you're going to have to take off work. Mm-hmm. You got to miss days. You got to get some lawyers. How much was the exterminator? The roaches just got there. They hadn't even had a chance to set up. Your husband had the exterminator come that day. Now, let's just come to something. You went over there. You picked up the clothes your damn self. You put him in the back seat. See, that's what you get. See, when you go picking up bags, you need to open up and look inside.
Yes.
They was in there because this bag was full of roaches. You can believe this now. They were full of roaches. They done got out in the car. Lil was too.
Yeah.
Lil was there and they're making kids in this bag. These roaches been down in that bag. That ain't no bag. That has like that's like a hotel now. Mm-hmm. They in there making little roaches, big roaches. Mm-hmm. Now you're in the car and you notice something was flying around. You say you live in a humid city, so it could have flew from in outside. Well, let me ask you something. Was the windows down? Because it didn't sound like it.
It's hot. She had the air on.
So you had the air on. So now you already know they came in through the window. I didn't know how I got in there, so you could have crawled in from outside. So you get home and you put both your bags down in your living room and you open the bags to peek inside. This ain't time for peeking. You got to look.
Search.
When you see a roach, peeking is over. The roach is peeks. You got to look, see, stomp.
So one more time, come on.
Roaches peek. You got to look, see, stomp. You got to get these roaches before they get to them walls.
Woo, too late.
If one pregnant roach get in that wall,
it's a wrap.
Good Lord Almighty. Yeah. You know where they came from.
Right.
Because when you came back and got distracted by the phone call, you came back to the bag and you found they had started coming out the bag.
Woo.
They was on the window and the window sill. You probably ain't see the one that got up under the console.
Okay, hold that thought right there, Steve. We'll have part
You ain't
two
see
of your
that one.
response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Subject, she gave me more than I bargained for. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, come on. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. Subject, she gave me more than I bargained for.
This damn letter is about roaches.
Mm-hmm.
You know, had us all full of hope with the title.
Yeah.
She gave me more than I bargained for. I was thinking, boy, woo, what you complaining for?
Right.
No, this lady got a girlfriend. She collect clothing for homeless people. Her girl told her she got 2 big bags over here. Now, them bags been sitting there for a while. You took them, they couldn't fit in your trunk. You put them in the back seat. Put them in the back seat, and you noticed on the way home something was flying around in the car. That was a roach. You got out, you took the bags and put them in the house. You decided to peek inside, like I said before. When we dealing with roaches, there ain't no peeking. When you dealing with roaches, you got to look, see, stomp. That's how this works.
LST.
You got to be LST. You got to look, see,
LSS.
stomp.
Yes, LSS.
So now you get distracted. You come back. You peek in the bag. It's a garbage bag full of clothes. You notice that it was a roach had got out, was crawling on the windowsill, and another roach was crawling on the mirror. They had been in that bag for a while, so they was heading to the light.
New lane.
But now, all roaches don't like light, so a couple of them roaches got out that bag and got up under something. You got scared, called your husband. He came right home, because I be damned. Here I have been working my whole life, trying to get out of my prior conditions. And now I'm over here, what roach? Plus you panic. Y'all call exterminator, boom. But he went outside in the car, and he found 2 small roaches in there. Now, let me explain something to you. Roaches can survive in a car. They can breathe in a car. Everybody done wasted a French fry down that little seat right between the console and the seat.
That's huge, too.
Everybody done had a little crumb from a donut.
Yeah.
One whole French fry can pretty much hold 100 roaches.
100
for a
roaches.
week. One long-ass French fry can feed 100 roaches for a week.
Oh, Steve.
I don't know that for a fact, but it just seems like they can hang in there.
Okay.
So now, you called your girlfriend and you told her that you threw her clothes away because they was full of roaches. Now, without doing anything, you asked this woman to reimburse y'all for the exterminator. But see, you was talking to her crazy. That's what happened. See, you ain't put that in the letter. Girl, I came over your house and you gonna gave me funky ass clothes and there's roaches in my car and in my house and we done had to get an exterminator. You owe us for the exterminator. She done hung up on you. Your husband took a video of the roaches. Like, who need a video of a damn roach? Just cause it's a video of a damn roach don't mean it's her roaches. Cause see, let me tell you by law, once the roaches are transported, those are no longer her roaches. Them is your roaches. These is your roaches.
Transported roaches.
Yes, that's a law. Once roaches leave your property line, them are not your roaches anymore. They have thumbed a ride somewhere else, and they are now belong to the new owners that has the donation center for the homeless.
Stupid.
These is all court cases that I'm like dealing with right now. So I'm just going to tell you in the court of common sense, these are your roaches, and she cannot reimburse you for your roaches. And you crazy for writing us.
Yeah.
This is just about roaches. We don't care.
And the lady with the roaches doesn't care.
Now, let me ask you a question. I want an honest answer. Anybody in here didn't grow up and didn't see no roaches at their house?
Oh, you've seen a roach.
Oh, man, come on.
You've seen a roach.
So now, why she acting brand new?
I don't know.
You know, like she don't know what a roach is. Oh my God, a roach!
But I will say this, Steve. Having a couple of roaches every now and again is different from an infestation, like living with them. You know,
It sounds like she packed them up.
This woman, yeah. There was an infestation. She lived with roaches on a daily basis. That's why it was no big deal to her.
Roaches. People kill roaches and continue conversation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People with roaches don't care. You sound crazy to this woman.
I played
asking her
cards
to pay for the
at my partner's house.
Exterminator.
Whose house had been overrun with roaches. And we be up in there all night just putting wine bottles on top of the roaches.
To kill them so they
know how many roaches I killed with the big joker? Bam, that's your book. Pick them up, partner.
Because it's one under there.
Rack them.
Yo, I done killed roaches with pool sticks. All kind of stuff, man.
I'm not that comfortable.
Listen, this letter ain't even worth handling.
No. You're not going to get your money back. Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook. Check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Steve is here, of course, with things you'll see on Easter Sunday.
I've been going to church a lot of years on Easter, and it's the most fascinating time for me. Because you see stuff at the church that you really shouldn't see.
No, really?
Like people in lime green that should not be in lime green.
You're wrong for this.
I mean, it's shocking.
A little bit of lime goes a long way.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Not a lot.
You got that little baby, beautiful black baby, walking around with that Day-Glow lemon yellow dress on.
Day-Glow lemon yellow.
Yeah. You're gonna see colors that you did not know existed. I mean, what is that, purplish?
What?
Purplish.
What is that, purplish?
That's orange and purple.
Colors.
Yeah, that's when you be going, what is that? That's orangutan. What? Orangutan. You just don't know what's going on. You gonna see little boys with knickers on because they mama thought it was cute.
Yeah.
And little boy can't go around the rest of them boys. What your punk ass doing with them pants on?
Why your pants don't touch your
What is you? You a pilgrim? Here's something else you're gonna see. Way too many barrettes in this baby's head.
Oh, I've seen that.
It's just way too many damn barrettes in this baby's head. Baby walking around just clacking. Her head heavy. She crying.
She got a headache.
Here's something you gonna see at somebody's house.
What?
That's just too much damn pineapple on that head.
Oh, yeah.
Shouldn't have been here with all this damn pineapple. Where the ham, man?
You can't see the ham.
Trying to disguise this dry ass ham.
What else, Steve, you going to see?
You going to see an Easter bunny in street shoes.
Oh.
Well, you going to have them. Because, in the hood, you don't have the money for the feet, too. Yeah, you don't have the bunny feet.
For the entire outfit.
He just up in here with some black Tom McCann street shoes on. He got some Flotiums on.
New Balance.
No, Flotium. No. Street shoes, baby. Flotium. You're going to see a fat man with a too small jacket on and a little man with a too big jacket on.
Yeah, you always see that. Coming up, more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, it is time now for Comedy Roulette. Jay, please quickly explain.
It's putting 3 subjects on a wheel, spinning the wheel. Where the wheel stops, we can make it funny because we're comedians. Damn it.
Okay, this is true. All right. Today's categories are lies people, people are going to be telling lies, and lies people tell about why they can't pay you back your money.
All right.
Lies you tell about something you saw. And then, this is interesting. A nice way to tell a Christian off. A nice way to tell a Christian off. All right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
A nice way to tell a Christian off.
Ooh.
Let's go, fellas.
All right, here we go.
The timing of it.
I always found that.
Yeah.
When in an argument with a Christian, go biblical on their behind.
Yeah.
Go straight biblical and hit them with this. Judge ye not, lest ye be judged. And then just walk away. And then you got nothing else to say.
I like it.
Yeah, Jay, I'm kind of in that same vein, but I like to apply the story directly to them when I'm arguing with Christians. Like, I know he died for your sins, but you about to go tell him thank you.
What?
I know he died for your sins, but you about to go tell him thank you.
In person.
How about this one right here?
Come on.
Yeah.
I don't believe Jesus would have did that.
A nice way to tell a Christian off. Yes.
Yeah.
Here we go. Comedy roulette. Nice way to tell a Christian off. I don't think Jesus ever had a fight, but I have. Okay?
Yeah. Oh.
Jesus never had a fight, but I have. Okay? Go ahead on.
Okay.
Yeah. This is what I do. The ones that think they better than everybody else. It's like, I never saw you walk on water.
Oh, wow.
I never saw that. I didn't see it. So perfect.
A nice way to tell a Christian off. Come on, Steve.
Yeah.
I know Daniel got out the lion's den, but this is my house.
Yeah. I like that.
You just went there, huh?
It's going to work out for you, I don't believe.
A nice way to tell a Christian off, Jay.
A nice way to tell a Christian off. Easter is coming up. I hope you get to wear that suit you got on layaway, okay? Keep on. Keep on.
The mint green one.
Yeah.
That mint green one.
You can always apply stories in the Bible to Christians. I always like the ones that hurt. Like, they be talking mess. You say, have you ever heard the story of stoning of Stephen? Because that's what I'm about to do.
You're going there, ain't it?
Yeah.
A nice way.
It's a nice way, though. I ain't saying.
Junior off into that deep form of Christian. Stoning the Stephen.
Yeah.
You got to know that you know that you know that you know.
It's a nice way to tell them now.
You ain't just supposed to read the scriptures.
Yeah. It's a lot of judgment going on.
A lot of judgment. Mm-hmm. It's a nice way to tell a Christian off. Hell is in the Bible. Won't you go there?
Look,
Wow.
This a nice way, sure it is.
Yeah, these are nice ways.
I'm not saying your daughter is
Nice way,
promiscuous. I'm not saying that, but she got a Jezebel spirit.
The prank call. You were prank about that earlier, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least you guys aren't cussing, okay? A nice way to tell a Christian off.
A nice way to tell a Christian off.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Kirk Franklin said it best.
Oh, no.
Hey, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Hey, Kirk.
All right. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Comedy Roulette. We'll have more of today's trending stories on the Steve Harvey Morning Show 20 minutes right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Few artists in the course of history have taken the kind of creative risks that transform music and pop culture forever.
Her chart-topping music continues to defy the norm, and her groundbreaking door spectacles have changed the game.
You know what time it is?
Now, on Monday, April 1st, live on Fox, the iHeartRadio Music Awards will celebrate Beyonce with the coveted Innovator Award.
I definitely wanted to do things that were innovative.
Join us at the Dolby Theater in Hollywood, California.
Plus, performances by Justin Timberlake, Green Day, TLC, Jelly Roll, Lainey Wilson, and Tate McRae.
And a very special musical tribute to the 2024 iHeartRadio Icon Award recipient, Cher.
Witness music history.
That's what we do.
It's our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Awards, hosted by Ludacris. Monday, April 1st at 8/7 Central Live, only on Fox.
All right.
Yeah.
Come on, Beyonce.
The 2024 iHeartRadio Awards are going to be big. You heard it. Beyonce will be in the building receiving the Innovator Award. Back for its 11th year, our iHeartRadio Music Awards is the only award show that reflects the songs and artists fans love. The 2024 iHeart Music Awards will be Monday, April 1st, 8 p.m., 7 Central on Fox. It is hosted by Ludacris with performances by, Justin Timberlake, TLC, Jelly Roll, and Cher will receive the Icon Award, and Beyonce, congratulations to her, once again will receive the Innovator Award. We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, he's here. Please introduce J. Anthony Brown to
J. Anthony Brown.
Come on, Jay.
In keeping with the vein of Easter, why not do an Easter song that's gonna say it all? Because it's the day we go crazy with what we have to wear. Hit it.
All right, fellas, I know it's Easter time. I know you're laying that stuff out on the bed. Standing back in the drawer, saying to yourself, wait till they see me in this. Shoes down at the bottom, hat at the top of your suit. Got your shirt up under the suit. You ready? You gonna kill 'em. It's Easter Sunday. I can't believe those awful suits I see. The colors out on ya. Yellow, pinstripe, and Sprite can green, plus coyote gray. Hey, bitch, you got magic wand. You know you're wrong. Where you get that plaid coat from? You got on orange socks, but your suit is plum. Why'd you leave the house that way in that ugly Easter suit? You must be blind and out your mind. I didn't know CeeLo had a store. Where'd you get that ugly suit? Send those pictures to me real soon. Why'd you leave the house that way in that ugly Easter suit? You must be blind and out your mind. I didn't know CeeLo had a store. Where'd you get that ugly suit? Damn, that suit is hurting my eyes.
You will see it, boy. You will see it Easter.
Roll for that. No shade.
House today in that ugly Easter suit. And you know they're in America, huh?
Laid it out the night before.
Gonna kill him.
This gonna hurt him on Easter.
Boy, I remember one year, man, I got me a white suit. My mama told me, boy, I don't want you to get no white suit. I had paper out. I'm getting a white suit. White suit, I only had one pair of shoes. They was black. So I wanted a black shirt. Couldn't find a black shirt. Bought a white shirt and a box of Rit dye.
Tried to dye
and
it.
dyed it. I dyed the shirt. In church, got hot. The dye bleeding out the shirt into the suit.
What? Your mother told you.
She told you.
I'm sitting up in here, man, with this cheap ass shirt I got on. It's sweating. It's leaking. The dye is leaking onto the suit. Man, I was so hurt. Now my suit got these gray blotches on it.
Oh, man.
And you know, this is way before camouflage. You know? I could not play at all.
It's all going down Easter. You're absolutely right, man.
All right, Steve, coming up, closing remarks. right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Last break of the day. We've had a great morning today.
Absolutely.
Yes,
We had a good
we did.
time.
We had fun today. Steve, it's time for you now to take us home with your closing remarks. What you got for us today, Steve?
Today, I want to talk to you about something. I was talking with Kira about it, and he sent me something, and I thought this would be good because this is more of a spiritual piece of motivation for you. Because I'm talking to people right now who believe that there is a God. I'm talking to people who believe in God. If you're an atheist and all that, I ain't talking to you. Nobody, you can just turn off right now because I'm pretty sure you won't get this. But if you're a person who knows God, but you ain't really that close to him, or you know him and you believe in him, but, look, just maybe you ain't been down to church in a while. Maybe you ain't been around no spiritual people in a while. This is who I'm talking to. I'm talking to myself today. I'm talking to myself about a subject that I need to remind myself of all the time. And I want to remind you of this too. Listen to me. Don't allow God's promises to fall on deaf ears because he's talking to you. See, this is a real one, y'all. Don't allow God's promises to fall on deaf ears because he's talking to you. See, all of God's promises are for each and every one of us. He's talking to us. Don't get fooled and faked out here in life that God done forgot about you, that God don't recognize your voice, that God don't see what you going through, that God ain't got no feelings for you. That's a trick of the devil. God loves you, man. He created you. God has a space for you in his heart, but you got to call on him. You know how many times he done showed up on your behalf without you calling? Imagine what would happen if you had a relationship with him. Because all of you know that no matter how bad your life has been, don't you know it could have been worse? I talk to inmates all the time to say, man, I'm just so grateful that I'm sitting here because I could have been dead. I know people in prison who have said to me, man, if I hadn't come to prison, I would be dead. I know people, man, who just barely escaped going to prison. If it wasn't for just something that happened, I would have been locked up today. Don't you know that was him? Who else was it? You think somebody put a call in that saved you? Who put a call in that stopped you from getting in that car, little Steve Harvey? When you was sitting on them steps broke and your boys came by to do this robbery and told you all you had to do was drive. All I had to do was go get in the car and they was going to give me $1,500. That's all I had to do. I went in there to get my coat. My partners met me on the porch and said, hey, man, this ain't what you do. You going to be somebody, Harv. I don't know what you going to be, but you different from us. Let us go on down there. If I get something, I'll give you a little something on it, man. But don't get in this car with us because this ain't what you do. You know who that was? That was God saving me. That was God administering some grace to me. That was God, man, who spared me. Two of them dudes that went down there, they still in prison. I'm on the radio. I'm trying to tell you. Go back, take inventory of your life. You can find somewhere that God has done something for you without you asking. Now, suppose you had a relationship with you. So what I'm finna tell you real quickly is don't allow God's promises to fall on deaf ears because he talking to you. When God promised to come to give you life and give you life more abundantly, he talking about you. That's a promise of his. He talking about you. When he says that you have not because you ask not, he was talking to everybody. Most people don't have what they want in life because they ain't never asked God for it. It's one of the most important scriptures out there. You have not because you ask not. Why aren't you asking? You keep trying to figure your life out, why don't you ask him? Trying to figure out the next move, why don't you ask him? You want a better car, better home, better job, better family? Have you asked him for it? When he said he would lead you beside the still waters, he was talking about you. These is promises he keep making to us. Don't let them fall on deaf ears because he talking to you. He said he'd be there for you in times of trouble. Who you think he was talking to? He was talking to you. In his word, he said he would never forsake you. Who you talking? Who you think he talking? He was talking to you. That means he'll never leave you. He'll never leave you, man. But we leave him all the time, then wonder where he at. We left him back over there. He said in his word that he's a healer. He talking about you. Don't let these promises fall on deaf ears, because he talking to you. He promised that he would make a way out of no way. He talking to you. How this little boy on this radio with this stuttering problem, the one that flunked out of school, the one that's on his third marriage, the one that lost everything he ever owned twice, the one that lived in a car for 3 years, how he on the radio today and all over the TV? Because God will make a way out of no way. That's a promise he made. Don't let it fall on deaf ears, because he talking to you. That he would give you the desires of your heart. He talking to you. He wasn't just talking to me. That he would never leave you. He talking to you. These is promises he made. That he would protect you from your enemies. That's Isaiah 54:17. Who you think he was talking to? He talking to you. Y'all have yourself a good weekend. He talking to you. Don't let these promises fall empty. Y'all have a great weekend.
Hello.
Man.
Okay.
All right.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.